And it's a man, I think his name is Dorian Develops. Dorian Develops. And Dorian Develops has a pretty popular YouTube channel. As of the recording of this video, this YouTube channel has 299,000 subscribers, almost 300,000 subscribers. Now, a lot of people will look at that and they will say, you know what? You need to quit your job. You need to make sure you be a content creator. You can make a whole lot of money and all this other type of stuff. I will tell you that one of the reasons you need to join a Patreon in an upcoming video that we have coming out is because I'm going to show you how to really leverage social media, how to get the bag. For those of you that are content creators, this is your time to shine. In addition to the live streams with Stock Club and stuff like that, I'm going to break down, I'm going to do a whole series on how you really need to leverage social media if this is the thing that you want to do and what it takes to be successful in it. I show my receipts. I show how much money I make. I show the work ethic that I have, show the behind the scenes. My whole life is an open book. This is the thing that I committed to. But in this video, Dorian Develops is explaining why he is going to passively, and when I say passively, I mean passively, probably still just upload videos when he feels like it at his own leisure, but that he prefers, and he's going back to get a 9 to 5. He's going back to working a regular job. That's what he says. That's the title of this video. Title of this video is, I went back to 9 to 5 after doing YouTube full-time for a year. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Let's see what he has to say.
So I just gave up on being a full-time YouTuber again.
And if you want to, and he said again, so that means that he's done it multiple different times, tried to be a full-time YouTuber. If you want to go and check out his channel, you're more than willing to do so. That link will be in the description if I clip this up.
Now, maybe third time, I don't know. But I think I'm done this time. I think I am 100% thrown in the towel. I don't want to live in hustle mode all the time anymore. I am not happy making content as my job. It's definitely a lot easier to do YouTube when it's like a side project, a side hustle, something that makes you a little bit of extra money that you don't have to depend on as your full-time income, because it's just so inconsistent. And once you get to a certain point, you basically end up like just basically having to pander to sponsors and, you know, begging people to buy stuff or click on your links or, you know, selling people stuff. And it's not all that it's cracked up to be. And I personally just don't have a lot of, I don't know, call it ambition or motivation to try to like create courses or sell digital products or figure out ways to monetize my audience beyond just doing some sponsor deals and maybe some affiliate deals. And it gets rough after a while, right? Because then you constantly have to like think about video ideas, you try to ride trends, you try to do all the stuff that you need to do to, you know, make money on YouTube, to stay relevant, to get views, because if you don't get views, then you don't make money. And then, you know, that goes for ads and sponsors, right? Because sponsors look at your most recent videos and they see how many views you've been getting and they determine how much they're going to pay you based off of that. It's a grind that I don't want to do anymore. And I also like make good money on my day job. So I went back to a 9 to 5. I'm working.
Remember when people were going off on me for actually holding on to a 9 to 5 after I got an offer, a crazy offer, and they said, Anton, I can't believe you even working a 9 to 5, whatever. Some people are naturally talented and they start a YouTube channel, and the YouTube channel can be good, but they don't have that dog in them. And this is not a knock at him. I'm speaking about content creators in general. Some people don't have that entrepreneurial dog in them. And I'm talking about that dog like you are going to turn over every rock. You're never going to miss. You're going to make sure that you live stream or you're going to drop content on a regular basis. You know, you work it like a job, but you work it like a business. And so you grind, you push, you hustle, you grow it. You find other people to contribute into it. You recruit people, you do interviews, you fly, you reinvest back into the business. You get the sponsorships, you do all of these different things. Some people don't want to do that, and that is okay. That is okay. And I tell people all the time that sometimes this life is not for you. Sometimes this life is not for you. A lot of times it is better. You know, you can have the YouTube channel and you can upload what you want and you don't have to worry about it. because you have a career. You have a regular job to fall back on. You have a regular job that you prefer to do. And so sometimes it is not ideal for you to be an entrepreneur. Forget YouTube, forget content creation. Most people, overwhelmingly, most people do not have what it takes to be a business owner. Most people don't have what it takes to work for themselves. They don't have what it takes to be a business owner. They don't have what it takes to work for themselves. It's not for everybody. It's not for the weak. And that's why, we are always going to have people that work regular jobs. We're going to have developers. We're going to have restaurant owners. We're going to have restaurant workers. We're going to have factory workers. We're going to have this person. We're going to have a 9-to-5. And I can respect that. I can respect when people recognize who they are. But I also want to say that for those of you that think that it's all glamorous, you really need to get behind the scenes. And I appreciate him for his honesty. You need to get behind the scenes to understand what it takes to be successful. You don't become incredibly successful. And another thing, a lot of subscribers or a decent amount of subscribers does not necessarily translate into great monetization. Let me say it again for the people in the back. A decent amount of subscribers does not translate automatically into getting to the bag. It is an art. And monetizing your platforms, monetizing, getting the most out of it, making sure that you generate the most revenue, so on and so forth. It is an art. It really is. And it is a talent. It is a gift for the people that know how to extract the most resources out of something. It is something that cannot be taught. It is inherently in you. And some people have it and some people don't. Okay? So let's get back to what he was saying.
A contract job that allows me to travel and work remotely, but I am working a full-time job. I'm online 8 to 10 hours a day, depending on how busy I am that day, and I'm making good money. I'm really happy with being back to a 9-to-5. And it's funny because, it happened to me in the past, and then I felt like I didn't really get a good opportunity to do it the first time when I kind of gave up my job and tried to do the travel thing and full-time content thing, and then I did it again to really give it a try, and I did that for almost a year. And maybe I took the approach wrong. Maybe I should have stayed more on my niche and talking about stuff that maybe would have been better to have consistent sponsors with, and would have been better to maybe sell my audience stuff. But the irony is that my main content, which was like programming and software development, had to do with my day job. So it's like when I stopped talking about coding, because I'm not coding every day, and it's hard to give advice about programming and talking about software development when you're not really doing that as a job. And if you don't focus on like making tutorials and trying to make stuff that people could eventually purchase, or doing educational content that people can like come to reference when they're trying to learn things, then it just becomes very difficult to find things to talk about. And it's interesting because I've noticed that the educational content in the past doesn't do all that great. I've done some videos where it's more educational, and like the ad revenue is terrible. Some of my worst ad revenue videos are videos where I'm talking about like how to teach something or going through a tutorial. And when I then just make a video of me like talking about things in the industry or trying to give like general career advice, those videos end up doing better. And I don't know, I wanted to make this video because I want to get back into
I don't want to get that level of information because I'm going to say that for the Patreon members. I'm going to say that to the bag chasers. So I'll explain, I'll do a deep dive into monetization, how to extract the most out of your platforms and all of that stuff. I'll do that on the Patreon. I'm going to hold off on that one.
Blogging a little bit. I want to get back into enjoying the content that I make. And I've determined that I think the best thing to do with my main channel is to just kind of let it sit for a little while. I uploaded a video recently. It had been 80 plus days since I recorded a video.
80 plus days since he recorded a video. 80 plus days, fam. That is almost a whole quarter. That is almost 3 months. Fam, I can't imagine not dropping a video in 8 hours, let alone 8 days, 80 days, 8 hours. 80 minutes. You probably get a different video from me every 80 minutes when you combine all platforms. You probably get 80 hours worth of content from me in 24 hours. I don't know. 80 days? Yeah, I would say that it's time to go ahead and get a regular job too, big dog.
Most recently released videos on that main channel were all pre-recorded. They were videos I recorded, over 2 months ago, and I batch recorded like 5 or 6 videos, and I've had editors working on them, and I started
And
the
you
job
got
in January.
editors
So
working
I
on your stuff?
have had a nice little break from YouTube, and it feels nice. I realized that one of the problems that I was having was that I couldn't turn it off, right? Like, today it's Sunday. I worked my 5 days this week, and when my weekend came, I turned off my computer. I went and did things with my family, had a nice Saturday.
And I think that that's respectable. I have no problem with that. I'm not personally built like that. I'm not built like that. A lot of content creators hit me up on a regular basis. A lot of content creators, some of your favorite YouTubers, some of your favorite content creators are a part of the Patreon. And a lot of content creators hit me up and they say, Anton, how do you do this? Anton, how do you do that? Or Anton, how can I stay motivated? Or Anton, how can I stream it? Listen, bro, it's that honestly, some people prefer to be family people. And I don't have no problem with that. Some people prefer to take weekends off. Some people prefer to do this. Some people, I don't have that in me. I don't have it when I'm sleeping. Sometimes I'm dreaming of my next idea. When I'm laying in the bed, I'm anticipating getting up. The minute that I get off the stream, I'm going right over to my other computer and I'm going to be doing a bunch of other stuff to make sure that I get this done and get that done and get this done and get that done. And even on Wednesday, I don't live stream on Wednesday night, which is the only weeknight that I don't live stream on. I'm developing a show that I might live stream on Wednesday night, or I'm preparing for my next live stream that I'm going to be doing, or the next video. I'm a vlog and I'm doing this. It's just, it got to be in you. You got to love it. Some people love peace. Some people love going home to their family. And I love all of that. But I love the grind more. It is the process that you have to fall in love with. Honest to God on everything. It don't matter how many people watch. You got to be wanting to love to see the infancy of something grow into something bigger. The seeds start turning into an actual leaf, start turning into an actual tree. Whatever it is, you got to be in love with it. And it's not for everybody. It's not built for it. You know, some people don't like the jet lag. I ain't never got jet lag. I just go. You got to love it, and it'll show. It'll show. Some people will jump online and, yeah, y'all, because you could tell. You could tell by the energy. You could tell by how enthusiastic they are, whether or not they interact with the chat, how easily irritated they are, and all of that stuff. You can tell when people are burnt out. Somebody said to me the other day, Anton, you got to slow down or you're going to get burnt out. I don't know if you've been following. And I said it. Do you know who I am? I don't get burnt out. I become more motivated. Once I finish a project, once I do one thing, once I drop one video, I'll be thinking, oh man, I could do this now. I could do that now. I'm in love with the process. I love that. You got to love this game. A lot of people, somebody in the chat, I think Molly said it's saturated now. It's saturated with bad product, but the good is always going to shine through. The winners are always going to win. The people that got the fresh content, the people that's enthusiastic, the people that's excited to talk to other people on the platform. You got to love this. It's a hustler's mentality. Some people are talented, but some people prefer to have that work-life balance. I don't have no balance. I'm full throttle 100% of the time. I just don't have it in me to stop.
Now my wife and kids are at a pool party and I've got a little bit of free time on Sunday and I'm like, it's kind of nice. Let me make a video. But what was happening when I was doing this stuff full time was that every waking moment I was thinking about the next video. I was thinking about how I'm gonna make money. I was worried about not making enough money for the month. I was trying to figure out different ideas and different strategies for me to like build stuff or make more videos, or just, it was constantly like on loop in my head, just over and over, like, I gotta plan out some videos. I gotta edit some videos. I gotta talk to my editors. I gotta deal with these sponsors. I gotta like deal with all this different stuff. And I realized that was just stress. It was stress because I was stressed out. And I did my taxes and I fly in here. And I, figured out how much I made last year, and I struggled so much and I worked so hard, and my business barely made like $55,000 a year. It's just hard to consider that good money when I went from, my day job that I was making 120 plus a year, with, full benefits and stuff. And now that I'm doing this contracting work, I'm doing more than that. I'm making more money than I was at my previous job with complete remote options and flexibility. And, it is contract work, but it's pretty steady.
50,000?
Making good money now. And it's
And that's why I tell people a lot of times, bro, just because people have 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 subscribers or whatever like that, bro, they better keep a regular job. You better keep a regular job just because people make this amount or that amount. Listen, bro, I'm telling you, y'all are very disillusioned about what people are making and what they generating, and y'all think that it has something to do with their subscriber count and all of that. It don't, bro. It don't. And these is for people that got. Don't quit your day job. Don't quit your day job at all. Don't quit your day job. Stay focused. Stay in it. Don't find yourself in a situation where you're not understanding what's going on, because you gonna hurt yourself. You gonna hurt yourself trying to run out here with the big dogs.
so much less stress and so much less work at the end of the day. Because yeah, I might be putting in a few more hours, but it doesn't feel as stressful as it did. In the past, I made videos talking about like how I drank the hustle culture Kool-Aid and how I kind of fell for that. And there is something about like wanting to start your own business and wanting to be independent and not being a part of the rat race. But then you don't realize that that is also its own type of rat race. It's a little different and it's way harder than working a job because there's more risk. And of course, with more risk, there's more reward. But the thing is that I had nothing that I could expand on beyond like trying to pump out more videos, because the truth is I didn't have any other business that I was doing besides making content. And from that perspective, and this is why I want to make this video, because I know that some people watch my stuff and they're interested in like YouTube, and I'm trying to like just talk a little bit more about what's on my mind and what I've been going through, and using this as like a form of therapy and just a video diary and vlogging. And I just wanted to say that it's just like you watch a lot of the stuff that makes you think that what you're doing and the life you're living isn't as great as it could be, and you start thinking about like, oh well, what if I would do this and what if I would do that, and I don't regret starting YouTube. Like, I think that it was a really good thing for me. I think I learned a lot about like the potential of making money online. I learned about marketing. I learned about content creation. I made a lot of videos that I enjoyed making, but then it got to the point where I wasn't enjoying it anymore. And it's so nice to not have to worry about making a video for a sponsor. It's so nice to not have to worry about making content, to just make it.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you, big dog. It's a little different for me, and I am always trying to. Honestly, I'm not. I wasn't gonna say this because I have some channels that I'm a majority owner in, that I'm a part of, and then y'all are familiar with the 4 channels that are visible to y'all right now, which include the Millionaire Morning Show, the Anton Daniels channel, After Hours, and then the vlog channel, the new vlog channel that I've been dropping videos on every day. I'm thinking about starting another channel. I can't lie to you. I am strongly. I'm betting it out right now. I'm betting it out right now. I'm thinking about starting a 5th channel. I think it's gonna be awesome. The idea that I have, and I don't want to say what my idea is yet. The idea that I have, I think that it's. I think it's gonna be up. Honest to God, I'm. give me a month. Give me a month and a half. Give me a month and a half. Shout out to him. His name is Dorian Develops. If y'all want to go and check out his platform, y'all really more than likely should go over there and check it out. I am strongly considering what the next thing is. I'm thinking about starting another channel. No cap.